Okay, hi online class. This is Professor Hicks. Today we are in class, in my in-person class, and today we're going to discuss some things regarding the group project. I want to get your feedback because I want to improve this group project for next semester. So sit back and relax and listen to all the feedback. I'm going to ask you all to send in an email to my graduate assistant Morgan with all of your feedback. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, class. Who wants to start? Because I do want to give my perspective of things as far as why I wanted to do this group project, and I'll save everything until the end. Yes, ma'am.
So I feel like I understand some of the things that were randomly handed out,
Mhm.
but things like budget and the amount of clients, I feel like those are vastly different depending on the market
Mm-hmm.
you're in. So whenever it's randomized, it's kind of hard
Mm-hmm.
to learn to cope with that
Mm-hmm.
budget income.
Right. So the reason why it is done that way is because that's what happens in management. That's what happens in organizations. The reason why I wanted to do this project is because I wanted you all to get a realistic view of how things are coordinated and how things are done in corporate America and beyond. So, you got that written down? Okay. So that was kind of how that is. Things come and go so quick and fast. Things change so quickly that when you are a manager, you're handed something, and the next thing you know, it's time to move to something else, and that affects the organization or may affect the employees. So that's the reason why it's done randomly, because in the real world, that's how it is. That's my explanation. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna change it. I'm just giving you all the explanation. All right, so Morgan, you let me know when it's time to move on to the next one because I know you're typing. You ready? All right, next.
So I'm still pretty confused about how you want to actually finish Carl's.
Oh, that's gonna come. Yeah, that's gonna come. I haven't given that to you all yet. So that is coming.
Okay.
Yep. The thing is to kind of get you in the mindset of just completing certain tasks because that's kind of how the function is day to day as a manager. And so we don't. You all may think that there's this pretty format that we're using and we're typing in stuff as we go. That's actually not how it works. We do it just like we're doing now, black and white, and then because we don't have to focus on making it look pretty. The most important thing is what's included in it. So that's actually something that I was going to do today, but I'm doing it next week because I wanted to have this conversation. So, all right, did you get that? Okay. All right, next. Yes.
So, I almost feel like might be more beneficial to have smaller groups, and then instead of having to get 11 people in our group, for instance, and some people have to be frontline workers. I would almost feel like it'd be more beneficial to have maybe groups of 5 or 6, and then you could have all of them be management positions, and then some of the hurdles you could throw at us could be employee related, employees could almost be NPCs for lack of a better term.
So you want more action oriented as far as a relationship between the manager and the employee, and a smaller group size.
Just because it can be harder with 11 people to coordinate everything and make sure everybody's getting their voices heard and everything.
Absolutely, understood. Now let me tell y'all my reasoning why, because you got to get both sides, right? It doesn't work like that in real life. I'm just saying it doesn't. You're going to work with more than 10 people when you get into positions. Like I said, this was more of me trying to give you a realistic view. And I can definitely do that. And I told Morgan I can decrease the size of the groups. However, I need the groups to understand that that's not how it is and that's not how it works. Okay? All right. So you got that for me? Who's next? Yes, ma'am.
I really like the idea of this project,
Mm-hmm.
and our group definitely had fun brainstorming ideas for the video.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it was a lot to have, to come up with an entire company and to make a video.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought that maybe if they were 2 separate projects on a smaller scale
Mm-hmm.
during the semester, it would be easier. Or I just feel like it's
So-
a your video and
Okay, so it's too much to do a 5-minute video and complete the task, is what you're saying.
I just felt like
Just both at once
yeah.
instead of one at a time.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, you got that. Next.
I was just gonna go off a little bit of what she just said.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe for other groups things
so there's like two aspects of the project, right?
Mhm.
There's like building your company and
Mhm.
time managers, and then there's like the video
Mhm.
and or whatever you guys whiteboard video, whatever
Mhm.
you're doing, and a certain topic we learned in class. And for our group specifically, I feel like our two aspects do not mesh well together.
Mhm.
And it's kind of difficult to try and like tie everything up in one.
Mhm.
So I don't necessarily think it's too difficult to do,
Mhm.
but I do think it feels a little like two smaller projects.
Mhm.
I like both aspects,
Mhm.
but I think, at least for our group specifically, if you put them together, it doesn't really work.
You mean when you say trying to put it together, what specifically are you saying?
So for our group, we are sports entertainment,
Okay.
and we made a company and
What's the project? I mean, what's the project? What's the video
we're doing a cartoon video over 1 Minute Manager.
on the 1 Minute Manager? Okay.
Labor theory,
And your group is supposed to, are you the group, because I have 4 groups with the
Yeah.
same time. Are you the group that is, no, you're not, you're not the group that is trying to have athletes become more ethical or something? No, that's not you?
that's a different.
Okay, that's a different class. Remind me what your,
We came up with like a fan documentary series similar to like what ESPN did last year,
okay.
but it's just like
The fans, you're trying to focus on the fans.
Yeah, like a docu-series and like go to different colleges. It's just like the college level of sports
Okay,
and like big documentaries of like different game days at different universities across Missouri or local Midwest region to Missouri.
mm-hmm,
But trying to tie that into the 1 Minute Manager theory,
mm-hmm,
and trying to make that a cartoon video,
mm-hmm,
I do feel a little lost in trying to mesh those two elements together.
Mhm.
It does kind of feel like two separate projects.
okay. So it's because of what you all have decided as an organization doesn't fit with the 1 Minute Manager.
And maybe just like the sports entertainment in general, that might just be hard, although maybe someone could have done a better job than we did. But
Mhm.
I just think like, if we had like two separate projects, I feel like our explanation of the 1 minute, which we're figuring out.
Well, see, here's the thing. I don't want to do 2 separate projects because I feel that it's going to be too much. So that's why it's coupled into one. So you're saying do it 2 separate during the semester? Because I feel like that's going to be,
I feel like if
like-
you make it more smaller scale, it shouldn't be like if you have like maybe like the smaller groups, if we say maybe have like a week to 2 week just like interactive with each of the groups, like we each come into class for like 2 weeks straight, we each go into our own groups and we do like, I don't know, maybe like an exercise or something where you give us different scenarios and we see how each of our companies react. And then that could be more of like an interactive in-class participation project. And then towards the end of the semester, you could do like, maybe like the bigger groups and make a video over one topic. Just like how we're doing now. Does that
Okay.
make sense what I'm saying?
no, because I don't want y'all to do 2 separate things. It's either going to be like,
I see what
you know what I'm trying to say? I think I'm going to get more pushback if I try to separate it and say, hey, okay, you got to do this part now and then this part later. Maybe your friends can help you clarify a little bit more and we can kind of come to a, Courtney.
So maybe instead of just doing 2 separate projects, you just don't tell everybody about the video at the beginning.
No, Corbin, no, absolutely
Let
not.
everybody just kind of digest the whole making a company thing before you stick the video on them too. Like
Let me say this. Do y'all know that y'all are really done with the project? Did y'all even know that?
Yeah, but I feel like if you told us now that we have to make a video over everything we just established,
If I tell you now,
I wouldn't be that upset about it.
let's get a show of hands. Who would be? I know. Who would be upset? This is what I'm saying.
I
Yeah.
just think personally, it was just a little confusing to try to match the 2 together.
Mhm.
Like, let us set up the company, do everything, like the groundwork, and then have to do everything.
What about this? Wait. Hold on. Put your hands down. What about this? What if I took out the management component of it and just have you do a 5-minute video and have it be animated or a cartoon or this or that? What about that?
I think it's just
Okay, that's much better than trying to say 2 different. No, we don't want to do that. That's gonna be too much. Okay, hold on one second. Let me. Morgan, you got that? talking all over the place
I just wanted
here.
it. I didn't get what you just said.
Okay,
but-
so instead of making, see, that defeats the purpose. Then I have to go back. We gotta think on this, how we want to do this to bring it to some component of so okay, think of it like this. With the ethics paper, right? They want you to show them that you all know about ethics. They want to get your perspective. I'm gonna get you. They want you to talk about the utilitarian approach, choose an approach, right? It's the same type of thing. So choose an approach. Maybe I should have them choose an approach instead of assigning which one, and still do the 5-minute video. Does that make sense to you? So instead of me assigning the theories or whatever, you all choose it, and then make it center around your organization. How about that? That works? Okay, so let's X all that other stuff out and put that part in. All right. Oh, let's go to Jack. I saw your hand first.
Yeah, I'm just kind of interpreting what everyone else is saying, because everyone else has kind of said this already.
Yeah.
But with the separating two assignment things, I think that's stemming from the fact that the only connection between the making the company and making the video is the team. Like, we're a construction company, so our budget's not going to go into the video, and then our management style isn't going to go in, well, not our management style, the video we're making, the type of video, like different management styles, unethical management styles, is not going to go into the company. We're not going to make our company like unethical. So,
No. No. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. I had to, if we do a project, I have to make sure that you all understand some of the information that was discussed throughout the semester, right? And those important things, such as, management style and things like that, comes along with it. So with your organization, you're trying to teach someone how not to be unethical, right? Because you're an ethical company. So you're telling people what not to do in management or what not to do with your organization. That's all organizations across whatever industry. You understand what I'm saying? No. Morgan, help me out. Put it in student form for me. Morgan.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's okay. So you have to learn, just like with the ethics paper, they want to see if you understand all of these approaches to ethics. I'm trying to see if you understand certain approaches to management. Okay, so that's the whole purpose of the video part, but also the group part, where you have to figure out what your management style is, right? You have to kind of figure that out, and then you display that type of behavior to the group, as in whatever position you're in. So if you're the CEO of the company, right, and you're talking about ethics, you want to make sure you're being an ethical CEO by displaying that type of behavior. Does that make sense? Maybe not. Okay, let's get Josh, and maybe Josh can, because it's all about communication. We're going to figure it out.
Maybe it could be more of a, instead of like randomly assigning like the project, the video for each group, it could be more of an open-ended thing where you say you're going to make a video, and then for instance we're the accounting firm, so it could be like a video about a management style that we decide that we want.
That's
our
what I'm
company to
saying.
be, and then
Yeah.
it could also be like we could incorporate, because we have this style of management, we have this kind of like overarching ethical view of the company, and then it's more of like a group deciding thing instead of like we're pigeonholed into this one now.
Right.
It could
And
be-
that's what I was trying to say. Instead of making it into, I'm choosing whatever the management topics are, you choose it based on your industry and your organization. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay?
I feel like a lot of the time spent in our group so far has been like figuring out how to make the money work
Mm-hmm.
and like how much we're charging and all that stuff. And so I
Mhm.
feel like maybe we'd have more time to focus on the other things we're supposed to be doing, like defining our ethics and our values of the company and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, told us, instead of like having to figure out how much we're charging everyone, we say like, what's your outgoing cost going to be each month and what the income is gonna be, and we have to try and make that work.
See, that's,
instead of-
I wouldn't want to do that, because that's not how it works. I'm trying to give you all the real deal, right? when you leave here, you should be able to transition into a position. If I give you the fake stuff, you're gonna say, okay, I wasn't taught this in management class. So I have to give you some components of realness to it, okay? So the budget thing, this is, okay, budget, there's always going to be issues with the budget. There's never enough money. There's always going to be issues. I'm just really trying to give you the realness of it. There's nothing perfect when it comes to a budget on a monthly basis with organizations. It's just not, and that's the realistic part of it. And so I think what it is, there are some things that perhaps you all don't understand because you haven't been in the field yet, that I'm bringing into the classroom, and you're not understanding it because you're thinking it's supposed to be a certain way, but actually that's not how it is what I'm trying to explain to you. So I'm not saying you're incorrect or, wrong in your thinking. I'm just trying to give you a very realistic view of what happens with a budget on a monthly basis, because I'm trying to tell you that's the main thing. And Josh, you're gonna learn this because you're gonna be this CPA, right? Okay, you'll figure it out when you really get into the trenches of things and start working with these organizations. You're gonna find out, okay, it's gonna always be something. Yep, okay, let me get you, because I'm sorry, I did forget you. I'm sorry, I think everybody.
So, we have a couple things now, but, regarding the budget,
Uh-huh.
I think it was a little bit like, not really confusing, but it felt a little like, what's the word, repetitive or like redundant, that
Okay.
we had like a budget.
Mm-hmm,
For example, ours was like $750 or something for like a 3-month period,
mm-hmm,
and then we had like a monthly, amount of customers.
mm-hmm.
So we didn't really know how to like work in like an actual like budget on like how much we earn from those customers. I really think it'd be a little bit easier if you just like, as one of our like upcoming events, you know what I mean? That you used to do like every week.
Mm-hmm.
Make that to where it tells you how many like customers and how much money you earn from that, instead of just having like us trying to figure that part out.
I need a little bit more. I'm not clear on that.
Like,
I'm not clear.
instead of us trying to like make up a figure for how much we're earning from our clients that we have each month.
So you want me to give that to you, but that's not how organizations work. Organizations come up with a price for their product or service. So if I give that to you, that means that you aren't learning anything.
Right, but it just feels like a little bit like, oh, let's just make this price this much, or like, it's. I don't know.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying that that's not how it works. When you are an organization or, a business, they come up with their own pricing. So it wouldn't be fair for me. I mean, I gave you a budget, right? Okay. To start with, but I can't tell you, because you are creating the organization and you're creating the product and you're creating the service. I can't tell you what price to set for your services or your product. Y'all are the brand. You're building a brand. You're building an organization, right? So from a realistic view, that wouldn't really come from me. You understand? That will defeat the purpose of the project if I gave y'all every single thing, because that's not the reality of it. That's not how it works. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so then I would add to the project for like the future,
Mhm.
like having us, like in like the very few weeks that we actually like learn what company we have,
Mhm.
I would have us set like certain like projects, like how much we would be earning per project. That way, so whenever like you give out how many customers you actually made that month, we know, hey, we set out like, we're gonna charge this much money, this month we got this many people. Instead of us like trying to like after the fact.
Let me ask you this. With the organization, who purchases the product or services?
Like with ours specifically?
No, just overall in general. Who purchases it? Who purchases products and services?
Like customers?
Your customers, right? So your customers come to you. You may go get a customer if you go and do a presentation and, okay, you gain the trust of this person, they want your services or they want your product, right? But what does that have to do with me as the professor? Now, do you see what I'm saying? If you're building a company or organization, you're building it on your mission, your vision, all of that, your core values, what you want to bring to the table. Why do you feel I should have a say-so as far as what you all should charge for your services or your products? Because that's not how it would work in the real world. Do you all understand what I'm saying as far as, yes?
I think what he's trying to say is like have us set out like our plans before we get customers.
Yeah.
So instead of like, we get customers.
But you
and
all
they-
did. You all didn't get customers until,
But did we set out like payment plan, like certain prices for products? Or like, I think we just set up one customer, I thought, that was saying.
no, that was like week 1 to whatever service or product that you're creating. So I didn't give you all, the customers until like what, October? Right? You all were setting it up and coming up with the price point. Unless that wasn't discussed in your group, then that's.
I wasn't here the first.
Oh, well, see, that might have been, yeah, so here's another thing, you have to come to class,
Yeah.
right?
I was just going off. of-
Because a lot of times, students miss class and then they're lost and they're like, oh, what's going on? And I don't know what's being discussed in the group, but, anyway, yes, ma'am.
I have two things.
Okay.
First is I feel like the numbers that were given, like budget or customers or like spaces for like renting, should be different on a case-by-case basis, because like 5 customers for construction is much different than like 5 customers for healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that we really struggled with that. And
Now, what do you mean by that, though? What do you mean it's different?
like 5 customers.
I mean, I understand there's a difference in, construction versus healthcare. I get that part, but what do you mean as far as the amount of customers?
So like we're all picking numbers out of like the same pot of like numbers that you have.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it was a little unfair just because like 5 customers for construction, that's like a lot of projects, but like 5 customers for healthcare, it's like only 5 patients, so it's like I don't know how much like revenue we're actually making.
So I think with the healthcare portion she's saying is like with your projects, you have like a set amount, like but in healthcare, you have all these different visits. Like I could go, like a person with cancer has like way more payments than like if I'm just going to the doctor for something. And I think that's what she's trying
Well,
to say.
here's the
budget-wise.
but here's the thing with healthcare, it's what 100 and something per visit, right? Let's be like give a general overall 100 and something per visit, right? Okay, so now they can complete a project in construction, and they are getting $25,000 for that project. Okay, so what I'm saying is, it really doesn't matter the amount of customers, it's what you do with your budget. Because the 5 projects for the construction doesn't have to be 5 huge projects. It could be you doing a floor and you charging a person $2,000 to do their floor, something like that. So you have to expand your mindset to think not so huge all the time as well, because there are smaller projects on a scale, because you can't compare construction with healthcare anyway as far as payment, because they get paid per code, by the code that is set by the insurance company. Whereas you all set your own price and you're telling the customer, this is what we charge for completing this type of project. You all could have fixed somebody's sink or completed somebody's door frame or window or something. So in construction, you have to think about all different components with construction, not just the huge project, because they don't always do huge projects. Okay, so that's another part of it too, is understanding the industry. And that was a part of the assignment too, understanding your industry, what comes along with it, who's involved, what are the titles, the positions, things of that sort. But here's the other thing, we have to work on our own individual project. We can't compare because it's gonna be different. So you can't look at construction and healthcare and think things are gonna work the same, because it truly doesn't. And again, really, for real, this is on a real small scale, y'all. So just imagine when you're actually in the trenches, in projects, and things are going haywire. I'm trying to tell you, it's nothing fun. So there are always going to be bumps along the way where you have to problem solve. That's the main thing too with management. You have to know how to problem solve, okay? Yes, sir.
So.
Get all that. Okay. Gotta make sure Morgan is up to date.
I like how at the very start you gave us the paper that said, well, we actually have to commit to the project. I guess like to see as something that can be helpful for the future is actually outlining like when you want like what am I trying to say?
Outline when things are supposed to be due or something.
Kind of like actual like what do they call it? Like project due dates for each portion of the actual project.
Okay. So, here's the thing. You are creating a portfolio. A portfolio is not turned in until the end of a project. Okay? When you're working on a project, you present the final portfolio to the board or your stakeholders. Okay? So, everything is due at the end when you're working on a group project in corporate America or beyond. Okay, you understand that part? So, as long as you are completing each task that I gave, because I broke it down into tasks, right? Gave you task 1 and task 2, and you're just supposed to work on that. Once you complete it, you completed that portion. You don't turn anything in until the end. You understand? So then everything gets judged at the end. So that's the purpose of the project in project management. You don't give that information, make it all nice and pretty, which is what I'm gonna show y'all how to do the nice pretty formats. Cause like I said, when you're in it, you're not focused on what's looking pretty. You're trying to get certain things done when you are a manager. So you're just typing things out on just a Word document. And then you cut and paste and make it look all pretty and presentable like you all see in, group projects. So again, I think what the part that you are missing is I'm trying to give you a more realistic view of what is on the outside versus what's taught in class. Because again, remember I was sharing with you all the other day, I have a different set of skills than some of my colleagues who haven't worked in corporate America and in private agencies before. They have researched things in management, okay? Where they hired me to bring the real management to Management 340. So again, I think that comes with the fact of I'm bringing the realness to you. So things are not completed until the very end when you hand in that portfolio to me, okay? I thought I saw, yes.
This kind of relates to like how you said like in the real world.
Mhm.
Like I wish we could be more creative with what we're given.
Well, help me. That's what I'm saying.
Like for example, our like space has a warehouse that we do not need, and we were like, oh, we should just like sub-rent it out. I think that's
Hold on, say what now?
like sub-rent it out.
For the construction company?
Oh no, we're healthcare.
Oh, I thought you said you were construction.
She was just.
No, I was just comparing.
Oh, now see, you had me thinking you were on the construction team. Now I gotta reel it back in. So you're on the healthcare team. Okay.
And we're
Okay.
trying to sub-rent our warehouse space, which I feel like isn't too far from what would happen in reality. But you like pulled us about.
Mm-hmm.
So I wish we could be like more creative with what we're given. Because we're really struggling with our budget.
So you but here's the thing. You have Morgan and myself. Nobody has come to us and asked for, listen, with me, you have to pay it back. It's a loan. With Morgan, it's free money. Nobody has come to Morgan and asked Morgan for anything. Have they, Morgan? But everybody claims they're struggling with the budget. Problem solving. There's a resource. So it's really not me. You get what I'm saying? Not on that part, because I gave you resources. But here's the thing. Did you want to take the time out and create a presentation, which that is what you have to do as a manager in order to get money? Even to get money for your department, you have to present to your top level manager why you need this money. I can't let you go like that and say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give you money. No, this is how it really works. So I think that is on y'all because it is available. Yes, ma'am.
But that's the thing is I feel like since like because I'm a part of healthcare
Uh-huh.
as well, and like I feel like we don't know that that's what we're supposed to do like in a real job and a management position.
But I told you all that this was an option for you. Why wouldn't you take
They gave
advantage?
us the like loan, like the sheet for us to apply for a loan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't know like who we were supposed to make the presentation.
Wait.
Yeah, you just.
I said I'm the bank. You come to me as the bank if you want a loan. The bank, maybe you all missed that part or you weren't in class or something, but I know for a fact, I said, Professor Hicks is the bank. I've had students come up to me and ask me about the loan and the this and the that. So I know I had to have said it. The other part to that is I also said Morgan is an angel investor. This is where you can go to get money, free money that you don't have to pay back. All you had to do was fill out the form that Morgan created for her angel investing. So all you had to do was fill out the form and go to Morgan and say, but why should I have to say that? If you're saying you need money, see here again, the reality of it. If you're saying you need money, I've given you two options, two resources to get money. But you didn't take advantage of it because you said you didn't know that that's what it's for, or you didn't know that that's what you were supposed to do. But I've shared that information. I've told you all. Because I've had plenty of students ask me. So I that part, I'm not willing to deal on that part though, because it's available. Morgan, is it something that you would like to say about that? Since you are the angel investor. You know.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, use it if you can. Use your resources.
Is there information on how we should contact you in the blackboard, or are we supposed to reach out through?
She's a blackboard. No, I'm not looking at you. Because I think your email.
My email is on there.
Okay.
It's under Ask Professor Hicks.
Okay.
My name's email.
All right. What else you got? Bring it on. Yes.
Maybe, one thing, like when you gave us the customers we got for a few set of months, like one thing in our group that we were discussing was like, are we a brand new company and are these like the customers we have, or do we already have an existing customer base? So maybe like one thing to incorporate for the future is like for like the accounting firm, for instance, maybe we
Excuse
already
me.
had like 10 to 20 or however many regular customers before that we were also billing on a monthly basis.
Okay.
Could be.
So, you all couldn't connect that. That's kind of where I was going as to why I gave you the budget. That that equates to evidently this organized. I had to give you something, right? Okay. I had to give you something. So that came from your customer base, whatever that was. We have to pretend a lot, okay? We had to pretend. I gave you this amount of money. This is what your organization made, and I'm giving this to you. So to start out, and then we're gonna run this for 3 months, quarterly basis. Y'all know my thing, quarterly basis, right? So I needed to change that, or what?
No, I think now that you say it, it seems obvious. I just didn't make the connection.
Oh.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay, you picking up what I'm putting down now? Ma'am. I love Megan. Can I say this? This is the most talkative you have been in my class, and I love it. What you got, Megan?
That original money that you started us out with,
Mhm.
like, expand on his,
Mhm.
I thought that was like starting money, or like.
Well, that is, well,
money.
again, y'all, we have to pretend a little bit here, okay? We have to pretend a little bit here. Pretend that that is the money that you earned from all the customers that, that you had. That's all, nothing big. This is the money that we made. I'm giving you, I couldn't have gave you zero. I thought I was being nice, but okay.
I just didn't realize that's where it was
Okay.
coming from.
Okay.
I wanna analyze on that. So
Uh-huh.
is that our monthly?
No,
budget, or
no,
it
that
like
is
annual?
what, no, what
'Cause
you,
I think if you explain that a little more, because like, I'm in the healthcare one too, and
Mhm.
I think the budget for everything was like a big, like, what do we do with this? Because like, that made it hard for us to.
Okay,
like, what
let
we
me
wanted
stop
to
you.
do.
You had the budget. You said, what do we do with this? What did you do with it? Give me one thing.
Well, first we started out going for like blood donations, and then we realized like the cost effective of that, so then we like had to change our idea for it because of what our budget was.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had to like brainstorm like how we're gonna spend everything.
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't applied for loans yet because we're still figuring out all of our budgets for everything as
Mhm.
well
Mm-hmm.
with it.
Mm-hmm. But keep going. Like, tell me what you've done with the budget.
We've paid our rent,
Mm-hmm.
figured out like our different supplies we need, like computers, a van,
So, okay, let me stop you right there. That's what you're supposed to do with a budget.
Okay.
That's what you're supposed to do with a budget. I think y'all aren't getting the connection between, but you said it just right then, exactly what you're supposed to do with the budget. That's what the budget is for. Y'all making it too hard, for real. That's what you're supposed to do. And then as you get customers in on a monthly basis, you add that into your budget, okay? That's revenue coming in for you, and you allocate where things need to go. All right? Yes. What else? Kelton, you got anything for me?
No, I'm also in healthcare, so.
Everybody in that healthcare group, let me tell y'all what it really is. Y'all mad because y'all got that lowest budget in the class. That's what it is. Yes, ma'am.
Does our product need to be in our video, or is it just our
You can,
business
yeah.
and then the
You can. Listen, I didn't want to micromanage you all with this. I really want you all to expound your mind when it comes to management and organizations and the cultures of it all and the this and the that. If I were to tell you to do everything, it's not going to be beneficial for you. I remember my first time as a manager, I had to learn as I go. I had to figure things out as I go. I had to problem solve as I went. And a lot of that is management. You get what I'm saying? So you're gonna get thrown some crazy things at you. And I haven't even thrown y'all any craziness with the project, because I was like, okay, I think I need to not throw anything else crazy, but I really wanted you all to get a more realistic perspective of what it's like. So I needed for you all to have like the full experience. But I'm definitely gonna, everything that we're writing down today, I'm taking back with me, because I want to really make this this class that it kind of fits me and where I'm coming from in my skill set, so that I can provide you all with the additional skills that's not in the textbook and that maybe some of the other professors aren't talking about. I can provide you with all of this additional knowledge. Again, remember, I'm brought on as a clinical assistant professor. So I didn't go through the whole doctoral program where I did all this research trying to figure out what method is going to be best and all of that. No, I actually went in and started working as a manager eventually after like 2 or 3 years. So what I'm trying to do is bring that here, but I need to know how to make it better for, you all, as a better experience for you all, without you all leaving here not knowing. I want you to know everything that I can possibly give you as a professor. Does that make sense? Okay. So I appreciate y'all. Yes.
Maybe even just like, since you're trying to tie into like ethics and management strategies, maybe like one of the curveballs you could throw in is like one of your employees, not one of the group members, because that could open up a can of worms, but like an NPC, like employee has done something unethical. How do you handle it? And that could be like incorporated into the project.
That actually was what was going to be done today, the curveballs that was going to be thrown at you all today, but I wanted to have this conversation, so expect that next week. No, not next week, because we have a special guest. Dang it. Okay. Well, hold on, because he's only going to be here for about 30 minutes. So yes, I think I will do it next week. Yes.
I know it's your like the first instance of this project being done for you. So I think that for the next classes that you have, I think it'd be helpful to actually show what we created. Listen. The reason why I waited to the end is because that's when us as managers, we see the finished product and we are shocked and surprised and we are proud of ourselves. When I break it down to y'all, all of the skills that y'all have learned, that y'all can put on your resume to say that you know how to do, you are going to be shocked, because you all don't even know you're doing some of these things. But I want to surprise you. Let us surprise y'all sometimes. Microwave generation, patience. I promise you, you're gonna love it. It's gonna be good. And I don't care what industry you're going into, they're looking for these skills. But I'm not gonna tell you just yet. Be patient. Anything else? I enjoyed this. Yes, ma'am.
maybe this is just me, I don't know, but like I don't know how to write a like good job, like what words need to be included in the job description? Or
That's
how
easy.
included?
That's easy. Did you research it?
We kind of did last class. We're kind of going off. I
Mhm.
just didn't know like what.
But no, that's what I'm saying. You look at it, right? You look at the job description, you see all of the things that they're asking and requiring of this job. Whatever it is for you and your organization, you pull from that. That's it. Nothing major. Okay? Because job descriptions are the same. The thing with managers is we have to tell talent acquisition what parts of the job description that we want to have in there and what parts to take out. So no, you're doing it right. Y'all are doing it right. I'm trying to tell you, you're doing it right. Okay, what else?
Just to clarify for our video, so does our business have to be in the video? Or
It doesn't have to be. It
So
doesn't have to be.
It's just we're creating a business and then also making a video about.
If that's what you want, if you want to tie it into your business, tie it into your, your organization. If you just want to present to say, this is what we created for management style, that's fine too. What time is it? 12:02. What time y'all get out of here? 12:15. Okay, hold on. Don't go nowhere. Don't put nothing up, cause I know that's where you going. I want to show y'all something. I got into my email. Another funny. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, no, I wanted to go over this with you all. Well, let me show you the funny first, and then I'll show you. This. Hold on. Y'all gotta understand, y'all professor is crazy. All right. So look, remember we were talking the other day about employee rewards? Employee says, I'm burnt out. Management said, yeah, we're gonna give y'all pizza and soda. Have y'all ever had a manager or a company do that to you when everybody's disgruntled and
That was a reward for
And that was-
a pizza party.
a pizza party?
Yeah.
Like, please don't do that to your staff, okay? All right. Now, let's get into, hey Morgan, are you gonna be with me the whole time until 1:45? Yes. Okay. All right. Hold on. I did something wrong. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? You see this? It won't go back to, what happened? It won't go back. Hold on, maybe I should need it. No, that's reply. What the heck? Okay, let me just go back here. Oh my God. I just did all of this.
I don't know.
Hold on, technical issue. All right, let me turn this off online. I'll be back.